Yo, what is up, people? Welcome back to the No Gimmicks podcast here on the DFPN. And as always, we got a good show for you tonight. As you can see, we have some guests in the building with us tonight. Tonight, we're going to be live with Normalized Growth. That is the group of Mark Sox or MRKSX, however you want to pronounce it, and Mr. Clint Taylor. We got an action-packed show for you guys tonight. So, of course, you know, shit has hit the fan over at WWE. We got to talk about that shit. Vince out here wilding. We got a little bit of Obi-Wan, Kenobi, Thunder Rosa being toxic. I know we don't have Obi-Wan. We don't. My bad. We had to spoil that one. Sorry.
So you see
pre-show edits, bro.
You botching the shit already.
You know what? Fuck you. Let me do my shit.
Right.
Let me do my shit.
We just literally just talked about this shit.
I know, motherfucker. I know. I know. My bad. Players fuck up too. But anyway,
Right.
We got a good show for y'all. But before we get to the show, let's get to the sponsor shout out. Shout out to the Plugs Earbuds. Go to www.gettheplugs.com. Mark Sox is holding up some right there. They're beautiful. They play good quality, and y'all can listen to some dope-ass music that they just made on those things. They sound like you in the studio with them. So go to www.gettheplugs.com. Enter in code DFPN10. Get you a 10% discount on those plugs and get to rocking. Also, shout out to Fiverr. Join the Patreon. We were talking about this before the show, too. Don't be cheap, motherfuckers. It's less than a tank of gas now. So it's $3 a month. Go to Patreon. Subscribe. Tune into all these shows we got because it's hours and hours of it. And you get some cool shit out of it, too. So patreon.com/thatfeelingpodcast. Also, subscribe to the That Feeling Bandcamp. Go to thatfeeling.bandcamp.com. There was a new single released today by Normalized Growth. So that is an excellent opportunity. Also, lower than a tank of gas. Go there, subscribe. You get the whole That Feeling catalog if you go there. So go there, subscribe today. Thatfeeling.bandcamp.com. We also have merch. I am sending you some merch back, sir. So be prepared for that. You're gonna get some merch back in your way, Mr. Frankie, Fabulous Frankie D. You got some merch coming. So
It's about fucking time.
You know what? You paid your dues. I felt like it was time to introduce you to the pay window. So there you go. There you go. You got some free merch. You know what I mean? For everybody else, go to teespring.com, search That Feeling Podcast. Thank you to everybody that's been buying merch too, because the sales went up the last month. So thank you to everybody that's buying. But Fabulous Frankie D.
Yes, Mr. Black Mac.
You were with us, sir. We all had a listening party a couple weeks ago.
That's right.
You were introduced to the collective known as Normalized Growth.
That's correct.
Share your thoughts real quick on what you heard.
So basically, it was some of like the realest hip hop I've heard in a long time, and I don't usually fuck with the new shit. We were talking about this. I'm an NWA fucking, all of that. You feel me? So I don't usually fuck with it, but I like this dude's work and the video. I was impressed as hell with the video and just everything that E. Smitty put in the video doing that. You feel me? So like Black Mac said right here, y'all need to go out there and support the brothers and support what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You go out there and give to support the major artists out there and multi-million-dollar corporations and shit. You ain't gonna find no heart and soul into the music like these brothers right here is doing. So make sure you go out there and support them, and let's get this shit worldwide. Let's not have it like, oh, it's just some music for the homies. Let's put it out there and let everybody hear it. You feel me?
Agreed, sir. So with that being said, everybody please welcome Normalized Growth to the building. Fellas, go ahead and introduce yourselves one by one.
Man, I'm Mark KSX, man. Mark Sox, Detroit MC. One half of normalized growth. What up, though?
Yep.
All
Clint
right.
Taylor, one half of normalized growth. Yeah, we here, man. Trying to take over the world.
I feel you, man. I feel you. All that from a desktop. You know what I mean? I love it. I love it.
Changing the world, right?
I love it. I love it. So, you guys dropped a new single today, featuring Elzai called Zen. Very dope record. Talk to us real quick about how this record came together.
Well, so it started with my wife, who's in the comments right now, telling me that she found this song by Bob James called Angela, and her name happens to be Angela. And so she said, you should have Clint sample this for me. That's what she said. You should have Clint sample this for me. And I listened to it. I said, oh, no, he'll kill this. I said, he's going to do it just off the challenge alone. So when I sent it to him, of course, he did what he do. You know what I mean? He did what he do. And I played it for her. She was like, that's dope. That's dope. And it gave me, like, it's one of my favorite, it samples one of my favorite theme songs. The song Angela by Bob James was used as the theme song for Taxi, the old show, if y'all remember that back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what it samples. And so the song, and I drive Uber, you know what I mean? So like the whole Taxi Uber thing, the idea just kind of hit me about what my experiences are like, you know what I mean? Driving in the Uber. And that's kind of where the first lines came from. And and at the same time, I had discovered a guy by the name of Alan Watts. He passed away back in the 70s, but he's a Zen master / mystic, you know what I'm saying? And not to get deep into him, but I discovered him in a lot of his works, and you know, just and it sent me down this long path of trying to figure out what Zen is, what Buddhism is about. You know, I'm not a Buddhist or anything like that, but it interested me. And it was right at the time that I got this beat, and I was talking about driving an Uber. So it just all kind of came together, man. And your song had many iterations, and before the final one, I had been hunting down Elzai for a while to get on the record, and I just heard his voice on this beat. You know what I mean? I heard his voice on this beat, and so yeah, we made it happen, man. We made it happen.
That's dope. That's dope. So Clint, when you and Angie's in the comments. so when you got the record, the sample, was it challenging to you? Like was it easy, or
happen, man?
did you have to spend some time with it?
It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was easy. I think I did like 3 or 4 versions before I came up with that one. I think I was initially forcing it, but I caught a certain groove that I like, man, and I just ran with it. It wasn't the easiest thing to chop though, you know. And then it's Bob James. You wanna do it some kind of justice. You don't want it to just be anything. So
Right.
I took my time with it.
Now, this is one of those records that sounds really close to the original, and your style is like you can hear the original in what you're chopping up, but
Yeah,
it's different. Was that the intent, to keep it as close to what it was?
Nah, not necessarily. I just man, when I chop records like that, it's better to just try to come up with a different chord structure, but still don't try to overdo it, you know. And
Right.
It just happened like that, you know.
I get that. So, can we get a clip of the album? I mean, of the single.
You want me to play the music video?
Can we debut it right here?
Yeah, we can do it. Absolutely.
All right.
It's available on YouTube. It dropped today.
Dope.
I mean, it's on our streaming services as well, and the video is what's on YouTube. So I definitely play it for you guys.
All right.
Here we
So
go.
what's coming up is NRMLZ Growth with their new single, Zen featuring LZI.
LZI and the singer, extra vocals by the singer Ari. So shout out to Ari, lending vocals to it.
This is the version we all want to hear.
I got hip shot with us. That's why I was like, wow.
Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget not to force it. Because Zen is my friend. When you see me, you see. Yeah. Well, alright. Backseat of the Uber, feeling like film bloopers. Reaching the end and self-medicating from the humor. Time seemed to never make me so pressed on. When it find me, pray this make me just a little less gone. Took a crack at Atlanta cause I was brave enough. I learned fair with just some shit the rich made up. Genius though, I ain't no hater, just a washed brain. Became a G now in a race against my mama pain. She prayed Jesus have mercy on my QWERTY. I ain't got the heart to tell her all rap money is dirty. In the back room of a pack saloon getting vacuumed, trying to catch my longitude and latitude attitude. Without it you a light snack to a lion. Men, nobody cares about how hard you're trying. Better it for me because I care kinda. These niggas hate to share a post, they rather share vaginas.
I wish my arms was long enough to hug all of you at the same damn time.
Not to force it. Because Zen is my friend.
On the block. 16. What you got?
Will you see me?
Oh, okay. Alright, cuz you ain't trying to battle. You ain't want no smoke. Alright.
My predicating, meditating comes in state that shows the head of Satan separating from an end grade. No one can stop me. Why oblige to act sloppy? Don't dodge a fact, acknowledge and say Roger, copy. The 3 out of my 4 shadows could foreshadow rats or rattlesnakes and fragile tanks for war battles. That's a slap in the face that makes a bully hold his lips. Who knew I came in peace forgetting I was fully loaded. Clips that bang biggest theories on how the earth gets formed. I watched dark clouds equal out to a perfect storm. I saw the nightmares that I had offset my wildest dreams, replacing the childish schemes that wasn't worth it. Norm Malik, a step begins. Now I'm closer to what has kept me zen. That's writing lead poison till it's ink that flows out of EpiPen. The third eye stays red if life's your preferred high. I winging it till I got it right. That's how a bird fly. Zen.
Sometimes I forget. Front seat of the Uber, swiping to start to ride. Convo started, I even put the car in drive. Nice weather, nice bride, very nice lies. You're a nice guy.
And the full version with the third verse is available on all streaming platforms.
Yes. You're not gonna get the full version here, people. Go listen to it. Go listen to it on all streaming platforms. Very dope record. Finally got to hear the third verse. Phenomenal. I was like, I'm glad I waited for this one. I'm glad I had to wait for this one.
Yeah, because the third verse is actually longer than the first verse. There's a lot happening in the third verse.
Yeah, very, very, very much worth it. But that is Zen featuring LZI again on all streaming platforms. Go get it. Go tune into it and let your feedback be known, man. You guys got a lot of good feedback so far, and it hasn't been out but a few hours. So it's definitely one of those singles that it'll get you excited for the album, but what's on the album is greatness, bro. Greatness, pure greatness. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
that album, it'll be out a month from today, and
nice.
It'll be released on the 20th anniversary of the first album I ever released, and so it's a really, really, really dope. She said it cut first. Yeah. So
Anne's got some beef with you, bro. She was supposed to spit on that.
We'll put it on the remix.
That's the bonus track.
That's the bonus. That's the remix.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a really dope moment for me, man. You know, to be able to look behind me and see all of the work that was put in and still be here and be excited about, you know, still putting out music and doing it, man. And I'm excited for people to hear the album. We worked really hard on it. It's called
That's
the official
dope.
name of the album is called Normalized 2, The Search for Zen. There is a Normalized Growth album that you can go look out for. It's on all streaming platforms. That was the first album we did together. It was called Normalized Growth. This is the first one that we actually decided to be a group, right? Like it just seemed like a natural expression to say that we are Normalized Growth. You know, it is our brand of music. It is definitely what we do together. So yeah.
Dopeness. Well, guys, you mind sticking around for a few minutes?
Gucci, man. All right. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, hold on a second. Hold on. I got to say something. Yeah. So I definitely heard the Taxi inspiration in the beat. I mean that shit was fire. I really like that. Enjoyed the video once again. Like all this fucking talent right here. People, go buy the album when the album come out and support the brothers and what they doing. For real. Like seriously. And I don't just look, this dude over here, Magno, I don't just be coming up here and putting people over. I usually bury shit. If it's shit, I will fucking tell you it's bullshit.
Harshly.
Yeah, I will tell you it's bullshit.
Like me and him, this is the yang down to my yin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's agreeable. That's disagreeable. That's
exactly.
I'm the good cop. I'm the good cop. That's the bad cop. I be like, man, let him live. You're like, fuck him, kill him, die. I'm like, come on, man.
And we appreciate that, bro.
Man,
yeah,
sure.
no doubt.
Sure, man, for sure.
So if he's being honest too, by the way, he's being really honest. If he likes this shit is up there, bro. Like, and he's a really harsh critic when it comes to stuff. So for him to like
nothing.
I need to listen to this shit.
It's a very terrible life out of nothing gets me. I always got to be on top of every fucking thing. As far as like, I gotta. If we're watching a movie, I'm gonna go to Wikipedia to find out what the fuck happened. So you can't shock me with shit. So basically, y'all straight pretty much. Because if I didn't like it, I'll be like, you know what, man, fuck this.
Be a whole
straight up.
Man,
yeah, man.
Straight up. And that's what we do on this podcast. We keep it 1,000 at all times. You feel me? And if we gotta lay criticism, constructive criticism, I would lay it down. But there is nothing here. Because when we were doing this, when we did the thing the other day in private, and I listened to a lot of the tracks, I said right there how dope the shit was. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And how professional it was and how professional it sounds. You know what I mean? You can tell you guys put a lot of effort into doing it. So I want the people out there that's listening to this show, go out there and support what they're doing. They're doing something positive. They're fucking telling our stories, not corporate stories, but our stories. You feel me? So go out there and fucking cop the shit.
Oh, man. Thank you, G.
Hell yeah. So, fellas, since we got you, you guys both know who Jeff Hardy is, right?
I know the name.
Wrestler, right?
Yeah, he a wrestler.
He one of the Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys.
Yeah. One of the Hardy Boys.
Okay.
All right. Well, they used to go hard back in the day, right? Yeah. They still do. They still wrestling? To the point. Yeah, they're still wrestling. They were actually supposed to wrestle tonight. On TV. But the hard lifestyle that they lead. Jeff Hardy got arrested again today. Again. So this is his third DUI within 10 years, right, D?
Something like that.
And
something like that.
He got caught with I know they put him over for suspicion of drunken driving, but he had other shit in the car with him. So homies It ain't looking too good for Jeff Hardy.
Did you have other stuff in there with it?
Yeah, they had like it was some kind of drug. I got to go back and look at the report. But yeah, they found like multiple things in the car with them.
Yeah, that must have came out later because the only thing I remember reading about was how much he blew, which was way over the fucking limit. And I mean, he driving on a suspended, revoked license. So
yeah, that was one of them. That was one of
Jeff,
them.
Jeff is looking at some time if he's submitted like 5 to 10.
Yeah. So burning out on the lifestyle, man. Like, and I knew this shit. I knew this shit was coming.
You know what? I mean, we listen. Jeff's a grown man. You dig, but at the same time, you got to put fault to where the fault is, and I blame Tony Khan because
why is everybody blaming AEW?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because what wellness policy does AEW have?
They don't have
WWE. WWE has a wellness policy. If WWE thought that this dude over here is fucked up, he ain't gonna perform. Tony Khan says, "We know Jeff Hardy's banged up. Let's put him in a ladder match."
I will say this. Some fault has to go to them. Not all of it though, because Jeff made that choice, bro. Like
he does.
But
that's why I say he's a grown man. At the same time,
if you seen him going to AEW and like the first night he fucking jumps off a ladder and you know this motherfucker has an issue with painkillers, like bro, slow the fuck down. Like,
well, isn't that where Tony Khan comes into play? He's the boss, right?
That's what I said.
Okay,
they owe some responsibility.
So do something here. You know what I mean? You already know that you can tell when Jeff's out there walking, man. The dude is fucked up. He's banged up. So I mean, and it's up to Jeff Hardy to say, "Hey, look, take my responsibility. I'm gonna go over here and take care of myself." But he can do that, and now he's back in trouble again.
All right, let's ask Clint. Clint, you're the owner of a company, right? Mm-hmm. You got a dude that can guarantee you money, but the dude has an issue. Mm-hmm. Do you take that risk and let him do whatever he wants to do creatively, or do you step in?
I would step in, but I wouldn't at the same time. I would just try to, at least, let him know his worth and that his worth. And if you go this route, it might be better for you. And if you go that route, I don't know, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's like if he's a superstar, you can't really talk to him a certain way. So they probably just give him leeway, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you still gotta be, you gotta kind of have a hold on. If you got a problem, they gotta do something. But superstars don't listen like that, man. He probably wanted to do what he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with that. He is
a superstar. How long he been wrestling like that? He's stuck in his ways. That's the Hardy. Like if I remember the Hardy Boys, like I don't watch wrestling. Like it's popping right now, but I don't really watch it like that. But if he's still wrestling, he's stuck in his ways. He's been doing that shit since fucking forever. Getting drunk as fuck and wrestling and probably beating ass too.
Dude,
dude
jumped off a 20-foot ladder onto a table with a dude on it, bro. Like recently.
I mean, shit, superstar. Who gonna do that? He gotta be drunk. You gotta be drunk.
Jeff Hardy's first recorded fucking match. What was it? Fucking 16 years old in the WWF.
You see what I mean? That's what he do. Like he not about to stop for the AEW. Like, he about to stop doing what he do.
Yeah, I can agree with that. What about you, Mark?
Hey man, the business mind is always about the business. So if my man, like Clint said, if he the superstar and them tickets are selling, them streams are streaming, is he dead? Like that's the question. You know what I'm saying? Well, did he die?
Real.
I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like this, it's a certain age that you go past where you stop talking about people being grown. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
You think Jeff Hardy's at that age where like I shouldn't be telling you this?
right? Yeah, I think so. I mean, to say that there are very few wrestling stories that end well is the understatement. You know, I mean, he end well. I mean, I think he's on par, right? Like I think he's on course to crash and burn, right? Or die doing some of this. Like
the culture's changed though. See, you know, Jeff. I don't know. Back in the 90s, right? Yeah, back in the 90s, that whole atmosphere was about fucking rock and roll and fucking booze and drugs and all this shit they were doing back. Now motherfuckers into the arena, they playing video games and they checking the dirt sheets to see what's being written about them and that they got a 5-star match, and that's what they're doing now. So Jeff has a party in ways, and it's no different than Jimmy Uso, you know, the same shit. It said he got tag belts. Yeah, he said he got, so it's the same shit. And I mean, honestly, dude, I mean, yeah, what are you gonna tell him? You can't do this, but yeah, we out here selling out the arenas and all that. But what happens is that from a business standpoint, you don't want to turn off your sponsors. You don't want to turn off your parent company like Warner Media, you know, our fucking Warner Brothers Discovery, who now are in charge of that shit. And they already said, take Jeff Hardy off of every damn thing because they already know about the arrest. So you don't want to get fucked up with your network, because once you get fucked with the network, they can say, okay, you know what? Y'all got some problems down here. We don't want to have anything to do with this shit. We're going to just dissolve this to be done with it.
Yeah. Do wrestlers get paid a lot of money? Like does Jeff Hardy get paid a lot of money?
He getting paid some bank.
Yeah, he's getting paid enough to where he don't have to worry about shit. But
yeah,
but that comes the problems, right?
See, these wrestlers like what's the name of that shit that, like, if you suffer so many concussions, like what's the
CTE?
Yeah, like they jump off of ladders and shit for a living, and like, who's to say these men ain't numbing their pain, like when they leave? Like all of them ain't going home or just watching movies with their kids now. Like like they going home and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta imagine what they going through. Like that's actually,
one of the darknesses of being in the ring, bro. Because like you live that lifestyle, and in most cases these guys are traveling. Like if you're at the height of the shit, WWE, you're on the road for 350 days out of the year. You know what I mean? 350, you're on the road. So that's in the ring, putting your body through hell and going to the next city to do that shit all over again.
So in a sense, like a UFC fighter gonna get their ass whooped. But they inflicting, like, even though it's like they not intentionally, like I don't even know like how it is now, but they inflicting more pain because they jumping off of, they doing a lot of stunts. So they probably inflicting way more pain than like a professional fighters. And that shit is crazy. Like that shit is crazy.
What they put their bodies through, they don't get compensated enough for it. I'm just saying that.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they drink that? They drinking the rest of that shit, man.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then Jeff talked to when the cops pulled him out the car, he was talking about he was going to get a brain scan done and shit. So there's no telling what's going on here. And honestly, my thing is that Jeff needs to either he gotta get sharp or just get out the business at this point.
I think the latter, bro. At this point, bro, you have nothing to prove to any fan, bro. Like they gonna love you regardless. You've been doing this shit since I was a fucking teenager, watching you wreck your body, you know what I mean, in ladder matches at WrestleMania. Like I'm damn near a middle-aged man, bro. Yeah. Like I know your body's hurt after years and years and years of this shit. I know your body's broken down, torn up, all this other shit. Call it a
you
day.
don't want to be fucking Mick Foley.
Yeah, call it a day.
That can barely fucking get around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Call that shit a day. Call it a day. So yeah, that's it for Jeff
What about
Hardy.
the other Hardy? Real quick, like how the other Hardy doing?
He's good, bro. He's so they're a tag team.
So they like y'all then. They like y'all then. One is probably cool. One is probably just like
I'm Matt. That's Jeff. I'm Matt and he's Jeff.
Yeah, except I'm clean and not alcoholic.
Yeah, that part. But yeah, so
and also that means I'm more popular than you, asshole.
only because never mind. Fuck that. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on. Before we let these guys get out of here, here's a subject I know they can speak on, even though it is a wrestling subject. That we can get some good commentary out of this shit. Vince McMahon is wild as a motherfucker, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, reports came out today, and if you watch the timeline of this shit, today made perfect fucking sense. It made perfect sense. So Wall Street Journal published an article that said Vince McMahon, in so many words, I don't know if they outright said it, but they alluded to the fact that he was buying women to have sex with, and he had non NDAs, and there was an attempt to pay a woman to keep a baby on the hush.
Rich people problems, man.
Yeah, I ain't read all that. So there's another what, McMahon Jr. walking around somewhere?
Yeah.
Ah, shit, man.
Oh man, Vinnie Mac spread that seed.
Yeah, all over the fucking United States.
He just with a hose out here.
I said change that nigga's name to plural, Vince McMahon.
McMahon.
that nigga, I'm here.
But you know what's funny is it's kind of interesting. This shit comes out, right? And then the story about Stephanie McMahon leaving the company. And I think Stephanie knew about this shit. And she
I think Shane knew about it.
But check this though. But check this. I have another theory, right? So somebody said that this shit got leaked to the press. I think I know who might have leaked that shit.
You think Triple H did?
No, I think it was Nick Khan.
That would make sense because.
So let me get this straight. I have a question because Vince McMahon doesn't have the best reputation. So just so I'm clear on this, podcast with these four men, are we saying this is just a question now? I don't have an answer to this question. Are we saying, okay, how much is Vince McMahon worth? Just ballpark figure. Somebody ballpark figure. How much?
Couple billion.
I would say high hundreds of millions. I wouldn't say billionaire, but I'd say high.
So let's say
he's a registered. No, he's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire?
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Okay. Yeah. For the sake of conversation, he a 900 millionaire, right? Let's just say that. Right? So I'm just a question for your audience. Is there no amount of money that a man can have where it don't matter how many kids he have and by who? It's just a question. I'm not suggesting.
Whoa, sir.
I'm not suggesting that there is a right or wrong answer to that. I'm just saying that it would seem like there's this threshold you could go past in terms of like wealth, in which the amount of kids you have is your business, and it's like whatever. It's kind of like remember like when Hugh Hefner had all of these young women, and it was like, well, the grotto,
he can afford them.
Yeah,
he can afford them.
That's. I'm just saying, for the sake of my understanding is that Vince McMahon is extremely wealthy gentleman, and that his personal drama in his life can really be separated from what he does in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Again, just posing it for you guys and fans. And I'm out.
I get that part right there. But here's the thing. Supposedly, this payoff might have been done with WWE funds. That's why.
Well, that's how you get paid, right? Or no?
That's how you get paid, but you got your own. The funny part about this shit is the board.
Oh, he expense accounted some side piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now keep in mind,
he must not be liquid. How much liquid money listen? I would think that one could have so much money liquid in the bank, right? Like listen, just Black Mac. Let's just you Black Mac.
Please don't use me as an example. Please don't.
No. It's clean. No, it's clean. It's clean. I'm saying, let's just say, bloop, you got $100 million in your bank account, right? Just bloop, there you go. It's $100 million. So, are you trying to tell me if you peel off 75,000 this weekend, it's gonna be that much of a big deal at the house? I'm just saying, like, it
might be, honestly. I ain't gonna bullshit.
It's $100 million. It's 100.
I mean, yeah, it depends on what I'm spending it for. Like if I'm buying a car,
it still matter. I don't know.
It won't matter if I'm buying a car.
I don't know how to answer to these questions. I'm just saying. How about you, Clint? 100 million. Bloop. You spent 75 racks this weekend. Is this a big deal?
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That shit hit my account. That 75 will get spent. And I don't want to hear nothing. I really don't.
That's all I'm saying is that, I don't know what I spent it on, right? Or no? It's like, I don't know,
bro.
I'm gonna know what I spent it on. I'm gonna know exactly what I spent it on, but shit. Before all of that,
how much of a payoff could this have been where he couldn't go into his normal discretionary fund and do this? That's all I'm saying. I'm just wondering why, man, up this many.
This was millions.
This is like $3 million.
Yeah, this is millions of dollars.
Well, I mean, I guess you would notice that.
Yeah.
You're gonna notice 3 mil. But this is at a point. This is at a point too where so many wrestlers are getting cut, bro. Like people are on the chopping block left and right.
Mm-hmm.
So for this story to come out, it's just odd. It's odd because they were starting to. It's been quiet. They haven't had any negative press, and then this. You know what I mean? So the shit just looks funny. But there are theories that Triple H actually leaked that story.
I don't know about that. I'm thinking it's Nick Khan. If I want to make a fucking power play for the WWE, and you got the board, this is the thing you don't understand here. His own board is investigating his ass.
Yeah.
So his daughter went home, and she was on the fucking board. So Stephanie had to have known about this shit.
Yeah, I believe she did.
So that's what I'm saying. So the whole thing about, if you got $100 million and you spend $75,000, would anybody notice? In my house, fuck no. Because I would fucking buy nothing but belts. It'd be a done deal, and it'd be done. I mean, as long as I got her with the Backstreet Boys, she give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it would be. That's how it would be with me.
Yeah, I get that.
What would be the difference of like pulling up in a new car? Like, you buy cars all of the time. I don't know. I bought a car for the Florida house. It's out there. I don't know. Like, so you can't just lose a few million if you up 900 M's or $1 billion. I feel like I'd be able to lose a couple of M's here and there if I got that kind of money.
But the whole
He
thing
wasn't
is
smart.
it's like
He
it's
just
a
wasn't smart
different
with it.
it's a difference between going out there and buying a new whip and then going on paying some bitch.
He wasn't smart with it.
That's where
so let me another question. This just this just question between guys, right? There's only 4 people watching, and maybe a bunch of other people that might watch after this. So let me ask you this question. You got $1 billion, right? Right? Boom, you got $1 billion. She still care that much? I'm just asking. I'm not saying whether she shouldn't, whether she should. I'm just saying, dude. She care that much?
If you're married,
she know you a sneeze bag, bro. She know sneeze bag.
Bro, that's like I don't know, bro. That's too much of an opportunity to lose half of that billion. Like you can go from a billionaire to like a 500 million.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's
some risk.
It
ain't.
Ain't nothing out there worth half of that billion.
Especially if you
absolutely not. Especially if this is just friendly conversation between men.
None of that shit.
And
that's my answer. And that's my answer. Yeah, no.
This is such a morality question, bro. Like, of course, if I had $1 billion and she didn't care, I'm gonna be a hoe. But no, it ain't worth the risk, bro.
I'm with you. Listen, I'm with you. And how much does a baby cost, really? Right? Like how much?
Come on, bro.
No, I'm asking a question. I don't have answers to these questions.
You talking about from 0 to 18? You talking about from 0 to 18?
No, just period. Okay,
about $3 million.
$3 million. So that's what I'm saying. Today we've established that $3 million is the going rate. I think we've established that $3 million is the going rate for a baby. If you try to just make the baby not exist in your world, $3 million.
Yeah, but we got to look at like when did this happen? So that's we don't know this. We don't know when it happened. The shit just broke a couple hours ago, literally. This shit he talking about as far as the baby goes, I ain't even read that shit yet. So I'm gonna have to be doing some digging tonight to find out about this, this supposed child that, this little Vince don't want the people to know about. Linda, obviously, his wife, obviously know what the fuck is up. She knows Vince is a fucking.
You know what's crazy?
She probably don't care though.
Y'all know what's crazy? Wrestling gonna eat that shit up. They gonna use that shit.
Oh, they already eating it up, bro.
It's real as fuck, and they gonna use that shit and all. They gonna be like, and fuck Vince McMahon, and his cheating ass. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. That shit will be funny as hell.
I guarantee you.
But is it really, honestly though, seriously, is it really a surprise?
No.
Is this his first out of wedlock baby? I don't know. Is this he got other babies?
We don't even know the baby. We don't even know if the baby shit is even confirmed or not.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But it's the first time like this shit is public, like he was doing this type of shit. This is the first time it broke.
No, this is the first time you heard about it.
Oh well, yeah, maybe it's the first time I heard about it.
Yeah,
and
I heard some shit.
He just writing checks for her like as if he just signed a new wrestler or something. He just his $3 million.
Yeah,
we just fired these people over here. We fired them because of budget cuts. Here you go.
Yeah, let me make room in the salary cap for the side piece.
Exactly.
That's a big piece on the side,
bro. Like it got to be sunshine for him to clear cap space like that.
Man,
right. There was so many other ways. Like when you got money and you know smart people, like he was dumb as hell. He could have figured out a way how to spend that money around some way. He's an idiot.
Look, it's all about being a player. And Vince ain't no player. That's what it is. He ain't.
I mean, he might have been, but he finally got caught. You know what I mean?
But you don't know the game, bro. If you really a pimp and a player about your shit, you ain't gonna get caught. There is no getting caught. You fucking
educate us, please. Educate us.
Look. Only time, back in the day, the only time I ever got caught with shit is when I left my fucking phone open, and that's when you see shit. So that's when you see shit. When your dumb ass leave your phone open, you fall asleep, and you fucking leave your phone open. And then you up there talking about blah 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 blah. Whoopty whoopty who's this bitch? I don't know what you're talking about. It's on your phone.
That ain't my phone.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody hacked my shit.
I ain't even got a phone.
That's what it is. So that's the only way you get caught. It's on your phone. You dig? So you got to make sure your passwords is set and you got the bio scan on the motherfucker and your eyes on there. You don't.
No, you do not put the bio scan on there if you sleeping over, bro. You do not put bio scan on your phone.
Look, you know what it is though. But
if they got to spend a night bag, bro, take that bio shit off.
Hey, look, I ain't got to worry about that shit because I ain't fucking going out.
Bro, she be like, let's hold hands and putting your thumb all on the motherfucking phone.
Yeah, they do that crazy shit. Then you end up with a fucking amber turd. You know what I
mean? Life is so much simple when you leave these hoes alone.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Way more. Exactly. Protect your peace, King.
All you need is a mission. You just need a mission. That's it.
Then you got and motherfuckers is crazy and shit, you know what I mean? And then they fucking want to show up at your job and they want to, you don't want no more, so they want to like, it's like that movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate with Martin Lawrence, where she's out there fucking this shit up out there in front of the police station. She fucking took the tires off. She jacked them in front of the police station. That's some fucked up shit. That's what you get. You got a real life fatal attraction if you fuck with the wrong bitch.
I don't know. That's wild. That's wild.
Should be in there, I'm telling you, should be in there trying to cut your balls off.
So that's why. So all I'm saying for the other men watching is there's no amount of money that you can have in which these will not be issues and problems for you. So that's all I'm saying is that there is no, because my guy is up a whole B, and here we go. So
yeah, it happens to the best of them. Happens to the best of them.
You take the fucking, you take the vow of marriage. You take that shit seriously. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what most of us do. You take that shit seriously. Yeah, your player days is over when you say I do. You know what I mean? That shit is done with. You know what I mean? It's done. It's cheaper to keep.
Very much.
It's a lot.
You ain't gonna see you ain't gonna see my ass taking that fucking L on CNN or some shit.
Keep the hoes alone, just said.
Exactly. Oh yeah, she took him for all he was worth. He had about 50 million. She got all of it. Was it worth it to you, Frankie D? Was the pussy worth it?
No.
Hell no.
Hey,
no.
Man,
she ain't caught.
Bro, all I gotta say is there was a Tiger Woods before and one after. Which one do you prefer? That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
Right. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was found out to be fucking that fucking maid. Shit. You married into the Kennedys and you up here being the governor, fucking the maid. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Arnold ain't been swole since then, bro.
Nah.
Motherfucker shriveled up, bro. He ain't
been swole since, bro.
Hell no. That was the last time we seen Arnold Swoles. When he out
here looking regular than the mug with his shoulder pads.
Like, but I gotta be committed. I gotta be committed, bro.
It's not your money and your swag and all that.
Give me all the Gold's Gym equipment. She took all that shit.
Hey, that shit is awesome, man. Oh, man, people be crashing and burning those pussy, bro.
Oh, they seriously, they fucking do. They just go crazy.
Fall from grace, bro. Fall from grace, man.
Now.
Will Smith walked on stage and smacked the shit out of Chris Rock over his woman.
She fucking slapped.
Because she looked at him.
Hey,
she looked at him and was like,
when they asked her about it later, she was like, "I hope they get that together."
Well, yeah, but you hope. Listen, this dude went up there and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. Meanwhile, she up here thinking about Tupac, want to be with Tupac. The fuck out of here, man. Will Smith is a simp ass mark for that shit. I don't give a fuck. He's a simp ass Mark, and Chris Rock is the only one that won out that shit. Because when it happened, hey, his shows was selling the fuck out because everybody want to hear what you got to say. So you revitalize his career with one fucking slap. Fucking Will Smith started shot of him. Wow. Oh shit. Wow. I can't believe it. Will Smith slapped the shit out of me. Wow. Like, yeah, he did. Fucking Will Smith walking on stage all smug and shit.
They both gonna sit in the room with Oprah, and this shit gonna be over. It's gonna be through.
Now Oprah ain't gonna want to do that because Oprah gonna think, "Oh my God, Will Smith might slap the shit out of me. Can't have him in here." So fuck that.
He's a menace to society now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's not Will Smith from the Fresh Prince. He's the whole Fresh Prince of mine.
Bro, I never thought that Kanye taking the mic from Taylor Swift would ever be outdone. Like I thought that was it. I thought he nailed that shit forever, right? Like, they Will took that shit away from him right quick, bro. Like, let me get
hold my beer, motherfucker. I'm about to slap shit out this dude.
But I think the part about that situation is just that whole smug ass look on Will Smith's face, like you done something, nigga. You didn't do shit. You went up there and fucking you slapped Pookie, motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's what you did. That's what you fucking did. It ain't like you up there slapping Dwayne Johnson. If Dwayne Johnson would have said that you ain't slapping him, you know what I'm saying? If IC was up there, you ain't slapping IC. You gonna sit your ass back.
Have you ever when y'all was younger got into like an argument or maybe like a little scuffle with somebody who you knew wasn't worthy to fight you, like, and you probably beat him up or socked him out, and you thought like, damn, like I was a hoe for that. You know what I mean?
You know what? I didn't think I was a hoe, but I knocked him the fuck out.
No doubt. Like,
it wasn't no hoe tendencies.
You ain't feel bad for that shit?
Hell no, I ain't feel bad for that shit. I still remember that motherfucker's name till this day. And this shit happened all the way back in '94.
You sound like
Charlie. The question.
Sound like Charlie Murphy talking about that story when he kicked over the dude in the wheelchair and shit. He's like, you keep talking, I'm gonna come over there and kick him talking head ass out of shit.
Hey, this shit happened in '94 outside fucking Inglewood High School on the corner. And this dude was out there, was like, yo, kids, stop all that fighting. Like, fuck this motherfucker. I got a problem with this nigga from when we was in elementary school. Fuck this nigga.
You holding grudges out here, man.
Damn right. Because we just started junior high school. It was the first day, and I see this motherfucker. So I said, what's up? Whole summer I've been looking for his ass. What's up? Shit.
Yo, you and Charlie Murphy,
got some motherfucker on the corner. He ain't even involved in it. No, kids, you stop that fighting and go to school and learn something. Fuck you, nigga.
Imagine how Will Smith feel though. He know he like, I think Chris Rock like 60 or some shit, like 58, something like that. He old.
Yeah. Wow.
So, and like Will, like, you know, he feels some kind of way as a man. Like, man, I could have let that shit slide for that one night, but I done smacked this old ass.
I got a question for you. So there is no amount of money you can have, right? Just as a question in which you can feel however you want to feel. And then I
think once you get to a certain point, like, you just be like, you know what? My wife ain't like
got back to her lake, right? When he got back to her lake, you know what I'm saying? And he turned the internet off. He couldn't even be like, Frank's got a curse tonight. It just went on with his life.
See, that's Mark. That's Mark for you. Like you look, you would see this way. He'd be like, okay, but look over here though.
I'm just
and look, and look, I see it though. Like that nigga said, look, I got enough money to slap this nigga and I had to still like I'm going to slap him because I can afford to slap this nigga twice. If I wanted to slap him again, that's crazy. Like he can slap him again and still be all right.
Bro, they said they
until you get that lawsuit.
Will Smith to leave. They said they asked Will Smith
until you get that lawsuit.
They said they asked Will Smith to leave after that shit. He was like, nah.
I got enough money to say
but
nah.
You know what? But you know what? In the heat of that moment when that shit happens, okay, you gotta remember something. This happened on national TV. You dig? Yeah. So bottom line is, once you can come slap the shit at me because I'm gonna turn around and sue your ass. Because how much did you hurt my brand by you bitch slapping me? First of all, ain't nobody gonna come bitch slapping me, number one. But I'm just saying, you put your hands on somebody and you slap the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna have Jeff Bezos money. Then I'm gonna go up there and slap your ass. If you ain't touching me, I'll have the homies come back and slap you again.
So that's the level. Jeff Bezos' money is the level. It gotta be a level where it don't matter. So it's like that's
Jeff Bezos' money.
That's what I'm trying to determine. Okay, Jeff Bezos.
Amazon money. Yeah, Amazon money.
Cool. All right, cool.
You give that motherfucker a prime slap.
Y'all remember when 50 Cent was performing and he forgot the words to his song and he just sat down on the stage and said, "Vitamin water, everybody." He was like, "Vitamin water, everybody."
No, I don't remember that. I just remember that motherfucker on the phone with fucking Young Buck, and Young Buck was crying his ass off, talking about he was sorry. I remember that.
I'm sorry, bro. I done took this all off the wrestling tip, man. Y'all get back on the train, bro. My apologies, bro.
Man, you know, we talk about everything on this fucking show.
It ain't just wrestling. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. That's the beauty.
And I think we talked some wrestling. We ain't talked enough about it, but we talking about grown folk shit. We're talking about grown folk shit now. We talking about giving motherfuckers, prime slaps and whooping their ass and not getting sued and all type of shit. And 50 Cent with vitamin water and the whole fucking G Unit versus G Unit, all that shit. You know what I mean? And by the way, Ja Rule versus 50. I mean, who won that war?
Who won the war?
Who won that war? Who won that battle?
I mean,
I'll let Mark answer this one. I want to hear the answer to this one.
It all depends on what we call in the win. Like at the time, of course, 50 Cent won. But I just saw Ja Rule in concert, man. Him and Ashanti, man, they look great. Like, he looked great. He came out to perform. The crowd was into it, full of energy. I think he's probably fine, bro. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like the curve of being hot, like even 50 now, like it you go away, bro. Like it happens. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I think Ja Rule's probably just fine, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I mean, but it came at a terrible time though, because when that beef happened between 50 and Ja, this is when people started looking, the feds and everybody started looking at Murder Inc.
Yeah,
and that essentially shut the shit down, and
sure. That was the story that wasn't told at the time, for sure.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
it's just that whole thing happened there.
Bro, they both survived it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They both
lived to tell the story.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
but if you ask me, Ja Rule won that shit. If you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ja Rule won. I think Ja won essentially because the catalog itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the motherfucker was putting out bangers. I mean, Ja was working with everybody. He was putting out bangers. Way before I even heard of 50 Cent. Ja was out there. Ain't no disrespect to 50, but Ja was putting out bangers and just banger after banger after banger, whether it was with Jennifer Lopez or Bobby Brown, whoever the fuck it was, Ashanti, that whole Murder Inc. clique. I
would take it further. I would be willing to say if you checked radio right now, whose songs get played more every day, I bet you Ja Rule, it would be more Ja Rule records that get played.
I would give you that too.
I would agree with that.
For sure. Like
I would give you that too.
Sure.
So 50 won the battle, Ja won the war.
He won the war.
During the battle, Ja was getting his ass whooped.
Oh, it was ugly in the second half.
It was ugly. Like everybody was jumping on him.
It was
Remember
ugly.
on Don't Be a Menace when they was jumping on that nigga? That's how it was. They was jumping
ugly.
on that motherfucker.
But I'm gonna tell you, at the time, I was on that G Unit bandwagon. Everybody was, because that was it was new. It was a fresh shit. You know what I mean? G Unit was putting some shit. I fucking loved Lloyd Banks' flows on a lot of shit. You know, they were just doing their thing. You know what I mean? And then that whole thing happened with 50 in the game, and you know all that. You know.
Man, if Ja Rule was some old fat dude now that we never hear from again, you know what I mean, that'd be a different story. You know what I mean? But he not, bro. Y'all see him out there with y'all saw him out there battling Fat Joe in the verses, man. I mean, he was fresh as ever, dude. Like,
kicked Fat Joe's ass in that verses too.
Yeah, I thought he gave him the business. Like, it was like, I think people forgot. You know what, man? Ja Rule was kind of that dude. Like,
yeah.
No, he was.
Yeah,
he was. And that's what people.
I think even at that time, because their styles are so similar, like I think at that time, like Ja was on his way out of that shit anyway. Like, cause he had been killing shit for about 5-6 summers anyway. So you got about 2 more good summers out of that run, bro. And it just so happened to go to 50. You know what I mean? But I think even then it was well played thing.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. It was real entertaining. Just, you know, the back and forth, you know, and the disc, you know, the disc records that was going on. You know what I mean? It was.
I agree.
I mean, it was cool time in hip hop. That was a cool time. I was like, you know, but now people want to take it a whole different way. But in that situation, could have went a whole different way too. But
started to.
Yeah. But no, it was. I mean, yeah, that was some good shit. That was some good shit.
No doubt.
Hell yeah. Well, fellas, I think we held y'all long enough, man. Thank y'all for coming through.
Man,
thank y'all for stopping.
Having us, man. We appreciate it, bro.
Anytime, bro. Anytime. Like y'all more than welcome anytime. We have y'all on anytime, man.
When the album drops, you know, next month, you know, it'd be dope to check in, you know, a couple of weeks after the album drops and the world has it, you know what I mean, to kind of get feedback from people after they now own it and have had the opportunity to listen to it, have favorites, you know, whatever. You know, I know how we pick albums apart and stuff like that, you know. So hey, man, maybe we could start back in on y'all, man, sometime in July. That's cool.
Yeah, come back.
Hell yeah, it'll be an honor to have you guys, man.
Absolutely.
Be an honor. And I would want to have y'all back just to talk about what the world is saying about what we already know about. You know what I mean? Cool. So I'd love to have that conversation.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, man. One time for normalized growth, man. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Dope.
Fuck yeah. and that's right there. That's how we get down here on No Gimmicks. We could be talking about wrestling 1 minute. We could be talking about some sucker shit on the next, and then we could be talking about who won between Ja and 50. That's how we do here. You feel me? And it brightens up because I mean, Black man can tell you, I don't be talking about fucking wrestling all the fucking time. There's other shit going on.
It's a whole world of shit going on.
Exactly, a whole world of shit going on. I'm gonna fucking spend my time talking about wrestling.
It's fun though.
Yeah, wait a minute, Frankie D. You're saying that, but you're wearing an NWO t-shirt. You got belts back there and all this other shit. Yeah, I know, motherfucker, because I'm a hypocrite.
What? I don't have the cave. You know, the cave is not, you know, I don't have a hip hop section in the cave. You feel me? There's a whole horror section over here on this side. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Speaking of movies, man, let's jump into this shit.
Yeah.
The Joker fucking 2.
I'm so disappointed, man. If this is what they're going for after what they did with that movie, if they're going with a fucking musical, bro, musical. I'm done with it. I'm cool. I'm cool. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna fucking have somebody coming in. And let's just say they got Batman in the motherfucker. Is he gonna be doing the Bat Tootsie? I'm done, bro. I'm done with it. And they got fucking Lady fucking Gaga.
Yep.
They gotta bring
Harley
her ass
Quinn.
in. Harley Quinn. I'm like, man, no. I'm done. I don't give a fuck about it. No.
She about to belt that shit, bro. She about to belt that shit.
They gonna, and that shit's gonna bomb too. You make a successful film and put a whole new twist and spin on the Joker character, and you come back with this? My
question is, who the fuck went into the studios and was like, I got an idea. This movie that did so well back then, that was so good, people want more of it. Let's do that shit again as a musical. And the other person was like, you know what? Let's do that shit.
Well, it had to be one of the brain trusts over at Warner Brothers Discovery that decided that this was a good idea. So,
bro, that shit was horrible. It was horrible. You know what? We have a member in our group, Tim Deckard, right?
Okay.
Big ass DC fan. DC fan.
Great.
He posted that shit, and boy, I know he was sad. I know he was sad posting it. I know he was.
Yeah.
And you can't wait to see that? You are probably the only person that I
can't fuck with it. I can't fuck with it.
That is exciting.
You know I'm a big ass DC fucking fan. And I cannot fuck with it. No. I'm not going to go see a fucking musical. Not gonna happen. I will wait for that shit to come on to HBO Max, and I might check it out then. But it's probably
gonna come out HBO Max same day it drops in theaters.
It
probably will. That will let you know that this movie is trash. That will absolutely let you know.
I posted the picture in the group, and I was so excited about it, and then it's like, fuck, man, really a musical?
Bro, this is one of the most iconic villains in the history of comics. And y'all gonna have this man in the... Joaquin, why did you... Joaquin. His name is Joaquin, but today you're Joaquin. Why the fuck would you sign up for this movie?
Because it's called Money. That's what it's called.
Bro, like... I'm not a big DC fan. I'm an overall big comic fan. And my question is why? Why would this happen? Who did this?
It's the, I don't know, but it's just, it's
this better be like, I don't know, Hamilton with violence. You know what I mean? There's gotta be some hardcore shit, bro. If y'all gonna make this a musical. And why would you cast Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn? And this is the shit I'll be talking about. So the DC universe doesn't make no fucking sense, right? It doesn't.
No, there's no continuity.
You already have a
at
fucking
all.
Harley Quinn.
You already have, and you have a Joker that was in the deleted scene of the Batman.
Yes, it makes no sense. And
then the Flash movie that's going to be coming out.
That shit probably ain't coming out, bro.
It's going to come out. They put too much money. This is the thing. Doesn't matter what controversy is going on. They put a lot of money into these movies. So they're going to get their money.
You see how quick they got Amber Heard out of Aquaman? Bro, that movie ain't coming out.
They've been talking about doing that.
Yeah, but once that verdict came out, it was like...
And who's to say that they're actually going to do it? I read the shit online, but until that's confirmed by Warner Brothers, I don't believe nothing.
What, recasting?
Right. It's not been confirmed by Warner Brothers.
Until it is.
But it doesn't matter. I ain't watching this fucking movie. I'm not an Aquaman fan.
Well, I thought she was one of the worst parts of Aquaman.
Totally agree.
Her court performance just solidified that fact.
It sure did.
I did not like her Aquaman.
I think when she was out on the trial, during her shit, she shit the bed. So
literally and
then literally she shit the bed. So
Horrible.
Right.
But yeah, Joker as a musical, bro. Like,
I'm not feeling it.
That
Not feeling it.
This will go down in infamy. The only thing that is going to be more horrible about the comments around this news is the news when the movie actually comes out. Like, this shit better be A++, or else.
I don't think it will be.
I don't think it will be either. But it's got to be. It's got to be some.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
There ain't even a comic in which the shit's a musical.
Yeah, like I don't. Everything I know about the Joker. What are you talking about? This is stupid. Like, you should have left it alone.
Yeah, you should have left that all the way alone. Like,
yep.
Just let that one Joker movie stand as it is. If that's the route you're gonna go, don't make no more of these fucking movies. Because that movie was great. It was a great movie. And if you're going to follow it up with that, like, stop. And it's like every time DC makes a decent movie, they come out and they give you a diamond and then they give you shit. And I don't understand it, bro.
Yeah,
I really don't understand it.
I don't get that either. I will never understand the mentality of a studio that would like to continue to fail. I just don't get it. And it's like you're pushing. First of all, you know what? I'm not gonna lose any sleep over shit. Let's just move on.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Do you want to cover this? Jake Atlas is done with AEW.
Yeah. Look, you know what? Domestic violence goes both ways. You did some stupid shit, so now you don't have a contract anymore with AEW, or AEW doesn't expect you to come back. Whatever. Next.
Yeah, dude, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, bro.
Exactly. Yep.
Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You won the dumbest prize of them all.
Yep.
Congratulations to you.
Yep.
All right. Last topic before we go. The reports are Thunder Rosa's toxic.
We've been knowing this.
Yes. Now it come to light. Bro, whoever made that video with her and Mina Shafir, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, but it's the truth. She did everything she could to sandbag her and to make her look bad. And I'm gonna tell you right now, honestly, I think Thunder Rosa is over fucking rated. I don't see it
now. Yeah, I see it.
I don't see it.
Well, I was excited because there was a lot of talk about her when she was in NWA. Actually, there was a lot of talk about how she was going to be one of the great ones, but I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it at all.
That with Mina was like, it was terrible. It was terrible. And I watched that live, and I ended up turning. Because I was like, this match is fucking horrible. And she ain't even working. She's not selling. She's barely She's barely doing a bump. And just trying to make that girl look horrible, man.
I mean, let's just be honest about it. You know, her title reign has been a complete bust. They never should have took the belt off of Dr. Britt Baker.
Nope.
I mean, she is the women's division, but then you have all these other females back there that actually can work. You got the Athenas in there now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You have so many different women in AEW that actually can go out there and wrestle circles around Thunder Rosa.
Yep.
And I think Tony Storm. Yep. Jamie Hayter.
Yep.
You know, you got a bunch of them. Fucking where is my girl Abaddon? You know
exactly.
Where you give them pushes. You got Kiera Hogan there. They can work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a bunch of different females out there that can go. You know, Anna Jay, another one that can go.
Anna Jay's come a long fucking way, bro.
Sure has.
Like a long fucking way.
Yeah. So and just the whole thing you heard about her and Evilise. You know,
that was in my brain. That was in my brain watching that match. I was like, Evilise was fucking right about that shit.
Yeah, she was.
She did not lie.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't see it. I don't see it with Thunder Rosa. I don't see it. I think she's overrated as fuck.
It speaks volumes because that's as far as the women go, that's not even the title the women want. They want the TBS title.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that speaks volumes because that's supposed to be the main women's championship.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, what it is to me is Jade Cargill, even though she's green, she's only been in business 2 years.
Yeah.
Even though she's green, okay, and some of her matches are kind of rough, but she'll get better.
Oh yeah,
she looks like a superstar when she's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder Rosa does not look like a superstar to me. Thunder Rosa looks like one of these indie girls that just broke into the business. That's what she looks like to me. She doesn't. When I look at her on the TV, she does not scream fucking personality.
Attraction.
She doesn't scream charisma.
Right. She's gonna draw fans in. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. There. I just see somebody there that has one side of her face painted, and that's it. Okay. What else can you do? You ain't Darby Allin. You know what I mean? Nope. So what can you do? And I don't see it. And I was a Thunder Rosa supporter, but it's like now it's like I'm starting to see shit because I saw I heard the Eva Lee's situation and how basically this woman kept her pretty much from getting a job at AEW. They didn't want to touch her because she was running her mouth talking shit. You know what I mean? So what they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to come in and they're gonna have to get that belt off of her and move on to somebody else. The women's division in AEW for the actual AEW Women's Championship has gone down the drain ever since she got in. And I was there. When she won the belt. She won the belt right here in San Antonio in the cage match. And it's like I said right then and there, I'm like, the wrong person won. It was time for Britt Baker to lose the strap, but the wrong person won. There were so many other people that they could have put the belt on, but it was San Antonio, and for some reason, the record that they have up there, it was time for a change. I get that, but the wrong person went over, and obviously she's showing herself now because you hear this shit, you hear her with the heat. Nobody wants to work with her, So you see what's going on here. So Tony Khan, once again, you're the boss. You got to do something about this. And I don't think Tony has a problem with telling her that this is what it is going to be. This is what we're going to do, and you're going to drop the championship. I think it'd be the best interest of his company for her to drop it, especially if she's going to be out there sandbagging and people and Marina Shafir, who's credible. I've seen her work on Dark. She's credible.
Yeah, and
you basically just shit all over her.
You're the champion. Your job is to have good match. That's your job as champion. Right. You shouldn't have a bad match.
Right.
That's why you're champion.
Yeah, but you just decide to take the situation, take somebody who's not been in business for very long, basically trying to stop her before she gets started.
Yep.
And I think that's wrong. You're in the wrestling business. You're supposed to look out for your opponent. You're supposed to take care of each other out there and make sure the match goes well. You look good. I look good. And that's how we sell tickets. There is nothing here right now to tell me that she's in it for the company. She's in it for herself because she finally got a big break. Okay. Yep. She will never be WWE. That's never going to happen. She's not their type of woman, okay? We see the type of females they have over there with the Mandy Roses and the Nikita Lyons and all of that. That's what they got over there. She's just not in that category. And that's it is what it is. And it's not like knocking her. It's nothing to do. It ain't nothing to do with whether she's attractive or she's not attractive. What it has to do with your attitude. And I don't like the attitude. I don't like the shit because it turns me off from wanting to see you perform in the ring. And if it turns me off from wanting to see you perform in the ring, I won't watch the show. I won't order pay-per-views. That's what it does. Because at the end of the day, I'm the consumer. I'm the customer. And what I'm seeing here is unprofessional bullshit. And this unprofessional bullshit that will never happen here in Texas style wrestling or Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. will never happen.
Shout out to Dog Pound Championship Wrestling.
Absolutely.
And shout out
Rodney,
to them.
Yep, Rodney Mack and Jazz doing their fucking thing here in San Antonio.
Shout out to them. Yep. Shout out to them. But yeah, man. This it's fucked up what took place.
Yep.
So I agree with you. If there's something that needs to be done, Tony needs to do it, and it's something that needs to be done. Like she does not need to. Like that was just a bad representation. It was bad representation.
It was.
So
yeah. It was. I mean, I saw it right there. You went from could have had a good match out there.
That could have been a banger, bro.
Yeah,
it could have been a banger.
A decent match out there, you know, and then you're just on Botchamania.
Yep.
And people
the whole match
on Botchamania, and people talking shit about you, talking about how you really are behind the scenes. It's like everywhere you go, you have stories that are coming out about you now. It's kind of like with Tessa Blanchard. Everywhere she goes, there's an issue. So they're saying there's with Tessa Blanchard now, they're saying she had an issue with AJ Lee, Punk's wife, because she's on there at the organization they have. I forgot the name of it. But supposedly there was a issue between those two, you know, that got heated. So it's like people just need to check their egos, bro. If you can't check your ego, you don't need to be a part of the machine. The machine is always going to go on, with or without you.
With or without you. Yep. I agree. All right, man. Any final thoughts?
One thing. How in the hell can you make a Scream movie and not have Nev Campbell in the fucking movie? I'm totally when she announced.
What the fuck is going on in the movie industry, man?
They lowballed her. They fucking lowballed her, and what they don't understand is that entire franchise of Scream
depends on Nev Campbell.
Depends on Nev Campbell.
It depends
Sidney
on
Prescott. Her. She's the focal point of the shit. Okay, I get they're bringing back Courtney Cox is going to be in the next one, Scream 6. And you know she's going to die because guess what? The movie's not even taking place in Woodsboro. The movie's taking place in New York.
Sad.
So you know they're setting up to kill her off in this movie. They already killed Dewey off in Scream 5. So you know they're setting up for her to die in the next one. But how can you lowball Nev Campbell? And Nev Campbell not participating. She's basically saying she's done. Even Matthew Lillard has come out and said that's bullshit. How are you going to lowball Nev Campbell? Nev Campbell should definitely been in the fucking movie. And if they're smart, they'll go. I mean, they probably have already started filming, or they're going to start, and they already got the script worked out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to probably watch it, but it'll be on a streaming service once it leaves the theaters. I ain't watching that shit. I'm not spending money on that because it's not true to the story. You know, honestly, man, bro. They should have gave up on the Scream franchise after Scream 4. They should have been done. They should have been done with it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I enjoyed the last one. The last one came out, Scream 5. I enjoyed it. But they should have been done with this franchise at 4. I thought they were done at 3, to be honest with you. But, hey, there's still money in Ghostface.
As long as it's generating money, bro, they're going to make it.
There's still money in Ghostface, yep. So, it is what it is. That's all I got to say about that, player. Or is it player or player?
Player.
Yeah, player.
Player. Let me holler at you, player.
Yeah. Shout out to Teddy Long.
Shout out to Teddy Long.
Exactly.
Tonight, you will go one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Yeah. We're going to end up putting you in a tag team match tonight, player. As it's saying, tag
against
team
The Undertaker.
Against The Undertaker.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man. shout out to Normalized Growth. Thank those guys for coming on the show. Again,
go cop they
go
shit.
Get that album. Yeah, go get their shit. Go get their shit. But yeah, shout out to them for coming through. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight.
And shout out to everybody that's been tuning in to No Gimmicks, that just the whole Dat Feeling Podcast Network. Like we on fire right now. So we want to thank everybody out there that's listening. We're doing unbelievable numbers right now on all our shit, and we definitely appreciate that out there. I mean, I'm not bullshitting. I'm like, seriously, we definitely appreciate that. Definitely. Because we work hard here. We come on here, we BS or whatever, but we a lot goes into putting these shows together. You know what I mean? So glad to see everybody's podcast is going. Obviously, Smoke Pit is the podcast of that feeling. It was the first one, to come out there, wrestle with my thoughts, morphed into No Gimmicks. Yep. So there it goes. It's a lot. You got the Salute podcast, you got the Saturday Night Nerds podcast coming. You got the
shout out to them.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit going on. Real Food with E. Smitty out there doing the same. So we got a lot of stuff going on right here at Dat Feeling, and we want y'all to be a part of it. So make sure you go to that Patreon and jump on there, and support us on what we're trying to do here. You know what I mean? We want to be entertaining. We try to be entertaining. We try to come out here on No Gimmicks to keep 1,000 and give y'all a good product, and we just keep it real. This is who we are. We're not putting on no show here, and we're not putting on no gimmicks. This is who the fuck we are. You know what I'm saying? If you was at my house right now, I'd be talking shit to you just like I'm talking shit right now. That's just how I go.
Same.
Yeah, that's how I go. You know what I'm saying? So we all cool.
Same. So,
just basically just go out there and support the Dat Feeling Podcast Network. Just everything out there. We on pretty much anywhere you listen to a podcast. We
on it. We're on it. And we on iHeartRadio. So.
iHeartRadio, fucking, Spreaker, iTunes, Spotify, all of that.
Google
and when you go
and
Google Podcasts, and when you go out there, leave a review of the podcast. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think of it.
Hell
and what you like and what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Because we listen to fan feedback all the time. You know what I mean? So just let us know what's up, and you can take it from there. And don't forget, hey, holla at your boys. You know what I'm saying? You want us, whatever you want us to talk about, we do it in public, baby. That's what it is.
But yeah, man, that's it, man. That's it. That's all I got for tonight. Thank y'all for coming out, tuning in. Get us on the playback. Get these numbers back up, man. Until then, Frankie D, hit him with your line, bro.
Hey, listen, if you want to help control the pet population, don't forget to have your pets spayed or neutered. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Peace.